Alright. Um, Welcome back. We are once again back in Cache Cleaning Simulator. Is my avatar as laggy as my stream purity is showing me? It kind of seems to be. Hold on, I can fix this, I promise. Did I make it worse? Why is it so laggy today? I don't know what's happening. Hey Ruby, welcome to the stream. I'm just trying to figure out why. God damn it, of course. I'm being dumb, that's what's happening. Hey Simone. I don't know if this is any better. It feels like it's still laggy, somehow. No idea what's going on today. Give me 1 second, I have one more thing I can try. God dang it. Alright. If this doesn't help, I don't know what will. Oh no, it's completely frozen, that's fun. What is going on? Okay, give me 1 second. I'm gonna try something. There we go. And that seems better. Generally. I have no idea. Oh. Oh yeah, you guys can't see it. I'm just working on my like temporary version. Alright, you gotta trust me, I'm doing something here. I promise. What is happening? Oh god. Everything is falling apart. Why is the background not backgrounding? Oh, it might be because of... Alright. I'm figuring things out. We'll be back shortly. I'm just gotta put a color key on this. And then this'll have to do for now, I think. There we go. Alright. I'm like a little transparent now in some places, and it's a bit weird, but it's the best I can do right now. But yeah, we're back in the game. My UV light apparently somehow decided to throw itself off the table, so that's pretty interesting. I forgot what we were doing. I think we were... Hold on, I need to do something about this opacity. It really bothers me that I'm like transparent in some spots. There we go. This is the best I can do. For real now. Right, I got shocked last time because I thought all of this was marked and then I ran it through the thing and it wasn't marked, so that was kind of weird. But I'm not complaining. This is set to euros and yen. So let's do that. Alright. And the job is just 50,000 in a large box. I'm having a stroke. Don't mind me. Oops. We have a big bundle. And a small bundle. Thankfully, all of my stacks still seem to be around, so that's pretty nice. Lots of hundreds. And lots of 20s. Oh, I can throw this in here. And this is somehow going a lot faster than I expected. And we get a 50 bundle. And another 100 bundle. Alright. This all goes into the reserves. I should just use the magical powers of the inventory that I have. Alright. 100, 50, 20, 100, 20, 100. Alright. And we need 50,000 in any dollar bills. So that's 40,000. And that's 50,000. And there we go. And before I send it off, I should probably check. 100% provided money, that's very good. There we go. I'm thinking I might want to move my... Actually... Perfect. This might be a job for my wooden pallets, because I'm not going to be moving these. I can start moving some of these boxes I have here, so that I don't have to run back and forth the entire time. Also, I can... Right. For these, and bundling these, I can just do this. I can just hold left click on these stacks and it'll take out stacks of 100 if there's enough, and it'll just pick up the rest if there's not. So that's pretty neat. I don't have to run them through the machine again. Alright, what's in here? Oh, this is yen. Right. Hey Kakao, welcome to the stream. I'm actually doing pretty good. It is very warm today. But I'm doing alright. Alright. These are all good yen. And I'm gonna need to sort these into the yen boxes. This is gonna be the 10Ks. I keep forgetting I have an inventory, even though I said that I love the inventory, like last stream. Alright. Also, absolutely no rush about being on time. I'm just happy that people are here in the first place. Alright, I'm gonna move these pallets down here and start stacking up some boxes on them. Where did I just put... That's where I put it. That's the wrong pallet. Oh, you're like... There's like a ledge here. I'm glad. I'm hoping you'll enjoy today's stream. To be fair, you didn't miss a whole lot. The only thing you did miss is me somehow struggling to get my avatar to not lag. So, you're fine. Alright, got a bit of moving to do. I think I should also stock up on... Yeah, I don't know what's been up with that. It was like especially bad today for some reason. Like it just froze for 10-15 seconds. And right now I just have crappy green screen stuff happening. I'm gonna have to figure out a better way to do that eventually. But it'll be fine, I believe. You gotta trust. Alright, I should probably start doing some more actual jobs. I just get really excited about organizing stuff. But yeah, for today you're gonna have to live with a tiny, possibly not even visible on stream, green outline around my avatar. It's definitely gonna be on the recording. That'll be on YouTube, though maybe YouTube compression is gonna fix that for me, so who knows. Maybe I'm worrying about nothing. Oh, my box tower fell. It's not visible on stream. That's actually very good. I can see it on my like stream or recording view on OBS on my side, but we'll see how it comes out on YouTube. God damn it. I did not realize I had this many small boxes. Is this... Oh, that's like... in the floor. Hold on, I need to... This is marked money, right? I think. I put marked money in here. Yeah. Oh yeah, Ruby. Since you're here, if you are still here, I was very curious if this X mark is also police marked, or if this also counts as gang marked. Because I know the big X is police marked, but I don't know if this type of X is police marked. So that would be really cool to know. There we go, I'll just plop that down here for now and put these on the side here so that they don't get pushed into the floor, since that's what was happening. Alright, I'll move the rest some other time. For now, I'm gonna have to take some new deals. We have this with 50 objects. 50 coins? Oh, we can do that. That is so many coins. I'm gonna grab my coin box. And they wanted in an unbroken piggy bank, which I think I'm gonna have to buy. Piggy bank? Are you in miscellaneous? Piggy bank! There it is. Alright. Let's see. I think this is not even all gonna fit in here. Aw, the piggy bank stand. Poor piggy bank. Oh yeah, this is not gonna fit in here. It's already full. I'm gonna need actually, you know what? I have these. And I do think these are bigger. Hey, piggy bank. Oh god. That kills my frame rate. Oh my god. I have to stop accidentally pressing the wrong thing. That is so many coins. The piggy bank is so happy. I love it. It's adorable. Alright, so you want 50. How many fit in a piggy bank? What does the scanner say? I don't know what the scanner says. It is a little guy. I should have probably checked how many I had in there before dumping everything in the piggy bank. But I'm sure it's fine. I trust that this piggy bank has exactly 50 coins in it, since the scanner doesn't seem to be working on it. Oh, I didn't even... Wait. That's my coins. I got an art thing! I got an art bill. A really cool 1,000 yen. That is pretty neat. Poor little guy, he will be missed. Alright. So now I have a new little small present box with nothing in it. And I have this, which I'm gonna have to deposit in here somewhere. And we have this guy, which I don't think I can do anything with other than... It has been an honor. Goodbye, friend. I'm sure you did your job well. Come on, don't stay around for that long. You're gonna make me sad. Alright, he disappeared. Okay. Now, what does Betty want? 30,000 euros bound with a strap and packs of 100 euro bills. Do I have that much? I do. Barely. I'm just worried about the story missions occasionally not giving me the stuff I need, but I'll take it. And I do still have a travel bag from an old mission. Mommy was locked away for a while, but I hope you didn't forget me. You probably did, didn't you? Probably hit your head again and forgot more about your sad little life. If only I could be so lucky. What do you want from me? I want to make peace and I need your help. I need a bag, something elegant, leather, and very spacious. I need it filled with cash, crisp, clean cash, something sexy and European. Oh, Betty's actually leaving? Damn, alright. I'll pay Betty 30,000 to leave. And there you go. Never to be seen again. Good luck, Betty. Hell yeah. That is a lot of crypto. Oh yeah, this one. Kermit Green. I think this is the one that also has like forfeit, not forfeit, counterfeit, that's the word. I swear I know my words. Yeah. And he wants it in a mattress, which is really funny. Spring mattress. There you go. 80 bucks. Alright. Bunch of potential counterfeit. I really hope there's no marks on these, but as we learned last time, there may be. Am I missing anything else? Or is that all? There's one. There's the mattress. God damn it. Alright. I think this is all $100 bills. Yeah. So I can just, oops, change that to $100 bills. And it'll just sort out everything. And I'm not seeing any marks, which is good. there's 2 just randomly left over. Alright. And there you go. And you want 35,000. Can I might actually need to use this thing more often. I'm gonna set you to $100 bills. And just dump this in here. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna have the not $100 bills dump right back into the counterfeit box. God, I'm so smart. This is genius. Let's see how much we actually have here. It's 10,000. $19,300. I'm just gonna put that back here. And I'm just gonna give him 35,000 in proper money. That's 20,000. That's 30,000. And that's 35,000. And I've balanced my stacks a little bit. And he wants it in a mattress. So let's give it to him in a mattress. And see if the scanner says it's alright. Yes. Perfect. Hugest mattress. I can't even throw it all that way. God damn it. Alright. Another story mission completed. I'm gonna move exactly 1 small box. Was I missing a bonus? That felt like I was missing a bonus. I don't know what I was missing. I didn't pay enough attention to that. Alright, let's see. No marked money. Oh god. I don't want to do this. What do you have? In a mattress, no ink stain money. That is interesting. But you know what? I'll take it. And I'll order a new mattress. And what do we have here? Oh yeah, I have a box here that I haven't put away yet. There you go. That is a lot of wet money. Let's get you all dried up. There you go. Nothing left in here, so I can burn this. Mattress is here. Did I just imagine, or did that not show up as like me cutting stuff? That was strange. Alright. Let's see what exactly we're dealing with here. That is a lot of bundles. But I'm sure it's gonna be fine. Perfect amount for the big stacker. Alright, you just have a bunch of dollar bills in you. There we go. Not seeing anything that's marked either. So that's pretty neat. Yeah, I think this is clean. Nice. I'd love to see a mission that actually just has nice, clean money. I think I should eventually start turning all these into more stacks. Well, bundles. You get the idea. Alright, let's see what we have. We have a 50 and a 100 and a 20. And we need 30,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 10,000. That's 20,000. And that's 30,000. And we should be good to go. Yes, perfect. Alright, I'm gonna take some time to turn these into bundles because we've been saving up a lot of these. Did I not get the bonus for no marked money? Is there marked money in there and I'm gonna cry. Alright, I need to store all this. Oops, there we go. Oh my god, I had a lot just stored up here. Jesus. And that's exactly another stack. That's really impressive. There we are. Oops. God damn it. 50. And the 20s go back here. Alright. And that leaves just the 10s. Oh! Right. So remember last stream when I said to not put items over in this area? And I found that out the hard way when I played in my single player world. This is why. At some point, seemingly randomly, they just drop a fucking vault entrance onto this location. And if you have any items under there, at least for me it happened, they kind of just disappear. So that's pretty fun. And we also have a lot of new stuff to deal with. There's now an entire warehouse back here. And some really cool graffiti. A sink. 2 sinks even. Very fancy. And I think I know what we're going to be doing for the next, like, 30 minutes. Because all of this needs to be sorted, obviously. Can't have unsorted things. So yeah. I'm very glad that happened today. I was hoping that we could start sorting the warehouse area in today's stream. Alright, and this goes back. And very cool. And then we have a bunch of 10 stacks. And that's my knife. I have 5,800. I really hope if I press this button, it doesn't destroy the alignment of these, but it probably will. It actually did not. Well, not terribly, at least. Somehow it affected my dollars more than the ones that are reserved for yen in the future. But now I can finally put these at a reasonable distance. Into the dollar ones. And what I also mentioned last stream is an unofficial kind of hacky way of labeling boxes. And what I meant is these cubes. Because as you see, they have letters on them. And if you're really creative, you can take these cubes, search for a letter that you want. In my case, I really want a G right now. And I think there's one cube that has a G on it. There it is. That's the G. And you just put that next to the box you want to label. And now you know this is gang marked because it's a G. And that's how I do it, at least. And I saw a few posts of like in the Steam community section about people doing it that way. And I thought that was kind of funny. But yeah, there's a lot to do here. There's uncool bundles. There's a bunch of shit on the floor. There's Oh god, this is all inked. Oh yeah, I also wanted to... Do I have the ink? I don't even have the ink remover, scrubber, whatever. I'm just gonna buy it to prove a point. Also, we have so many sports bags now. I'm just gonna burn the dirty ones. Because there is absolutely 0 point in having dirty ones when we have 7,000 non-dirty ones. I do want to check, because I think these are all filled with money that would be inked. If I cut this open, it's still inked. So it's not like it's trapped. It actually just contains inked money. Alright, and now I shall present the reason why I'm going to put all of this inked money into my piggy bank. I'm gonna try to clean this... Never mind, I'm gonna try to clean this 20 € bill. Alright? That is how long it takes to clean one bill. I have... Hold on, I can use the scanner to see how much I have in here, right? I have 135 bills in here alone from 2 bags. And so that's an average of like almost 70 bills per bag. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bags left. Which makes 560 bills plus 140 on average. So that's 700 bills. Each bill taking 10 seconds, approximately. So that's 7,000 seconds. 6,000 seconds would be... 1,000 minutes. Right? No, 100 minutes. Sorry, my math isn't good. Basically, I would be here for almost 2 hours cleaning these inked bills. And I do not care for that. So I'm just gonna take anything that oh, these doesn't even have anything in it. That's cool. There's ink bills here. 2 hours scrubbing nonstop. Yeah, that checks out with my math. And I cannot be bothered to do that. So, it all just goes in here. Also, welcome to the stream. Mivixov, I hope I'm saying your name correctly. Maybe he's fine. Alright. Well, welcome to the stream. I hope you'll have a good time. Even though today's stream is probably going to be mostly organizing the warehouse area, because I just unlocked that. Also, I think there's gold bars in here. So those are a separate issue. There's a lot of work ahead of me today. And I am kind of just hoping that nobody's gonna be stupid enough to request specifically inked money for like a story mission. Maybe I have bad news. Oh, this isn't inked. That's interesting. But That's what I did in my first playthrough. And it was one of the reasons why I ended up deleting that save file and going for a new one. Because there will be missions. This is just gold. There will be missions later. Not even that much later. Rather soon. That specifically request marked or counterfeit money. Counterfeit is fine because the larger machines kind of sort that out for you. But marked money, I try to avoid as best as possible, and I still somehow got marked money into my bundles. Yeah. You do have a Euro machine though, right? Because if not, it might be worth like grinding some non-story missions just to get some money for a good machine. My tech for countering marks is not taking any missions that mention counterfeit or marked bills. That's basically all I'm doing. Also, there's a bunch of different currencies in here. That's kind of interesting. And it's marked. Oh god. This is my counting setup right now. This is all I have. God. And it's different types of marks as well. Is all of it marked? Hold on. I want to see. All of it is marked. But it's just different types of marks. And some of it is police marked. I'm gonna... You know what? I'm gonna sort these out. I'm gonna go through this pain. But I cannot wait for the update that automates some of these marked handling stuff, because for a while I really wasn't sure if I was gonna continue playing this game because of the marked bills and how upset they made me. Yes, there is a difference. These big crosses are police marks, and you might have seen some like smaller, I'm not sure about the smaller X's, but there's different patterns that are not like this big cross that count as gang marked. And there is one quest that specifically asks for gang marked money. And in my first playthrough, obviously didn't know that, so I was just looking at the box, very confused about why it wasn't accepting my money. And then I was told that there's different types of marks. And these eye marks are apparently also something separate. Which is why I'm sorting these out right now as well. An inked bag. Unbundled money. Oh my god. I am so sorry. clean bundles. Is that a thing you can do? Can you just bundle up money and then clean the bundle in one go? I haven't tried that. And I just got rid of all my inked money. So I can't test it either. Also, yeah, this is actually just all marked money. Not even 90%, this is just all marked. Which is probably the reason why it's in that storage in the first place. Together with like inked bills and stuff. Yeah, they will. They have this website for like features and stuff. I just want to make sure that I'm grabbing the right stuff. So this is police marked. I'm gonna need 2 more boxes for 2XL. They have this site for like features that they want or that players want, and automation of marks is the #1 most requested feature. And it's already marked as, like, in progress. Oh, look, there's art. So they are actively working on an update that adds some kind of automation for marked bills. Yeah, that is what I did, like, this weekend. Because I got upset over the way the marked stuff happened. Alright, so the G stands for gang marked. P stands for police marked. Though maybe I should put the box first and then align the letter with it. There we go. This is all police marked. And then this is all whatever else marked. That's actually the official name, it's whatever else marked. Which is why the label for this box is gonna be a W, standing for whatever else. Oh yeah. Yeah, my initial streams were actually before that patch. And back then I didn't even know how badly I needed this. Now I do, and I'm very thankful for that update. I'm also just now realizing that Twitch wants me to push a little ad in 4 minutes. I'm just looking. I can move some of these boxes over before that happens. And then we'll take a short break. And I'll grab some water for myself, so that my voice doesn't break as quickly as it usually does. Possibly, maybe. Stretching is probably also a good idea. I have so many small boxes, I need to get rid of some. Oh yeah, and we have the whole this whole fucking thing to take care of and sort out. And probably all of these as well. There's like statues and vases and bunch of gold bars. And a mortar that we can apparently Oh, I should probably actually install it. Damn. You guys having some huge sandwiches. You're making me hungry, but I already had like... Well, I didn't have much to eat, but I never eat much. Oh yeah, there's gonna be some... I know there's some story stuff in these suitcases as well. I'm gonna keep those for last. Because I actually think it's kind of interesting. Even though the story's like not super serious, I do find this kind of interesting. But we'll look at that later. All the lights here are on and it's still kind of dark, but yeah, we'll see. For now, I'm gonna... Is there anything in here? I think these are just empty bags, right? Yeah. I should grab a pallet. And put a bunch of sports bags on there, I think, because I'm gonna have so many of them. Make the throw. Perfect. God, I'm so good at this. I have 1 more minute before Twitch forces ads on me. Also, if you... I can't even fit all these on, and there's golden bars. If you have a shrimp sandwich, it is all yours. I do not like seafood, I'm very sorry. I don't think there's a forklift, but there is this thing, which you can buy in the Darknet store. And you can like put pallets on it and move those around, which is probably what I'm gonna do for these gold pallets, because if I move these by hand, I'm just gonna break my back. But yeah, we'll do that after the ad break, because it's starting now. So I'll see you guys in 3 to 5 minutes. And we're back. I got some good water, refilled my bottle, and completely forgot what I was doing as usual. About the be right back screen. I'm guessing your question about how did you get there is like the camera angle. Because if that's your question, I have a lot of story to tell with the game of Dredge. Basically, when Dredge first released, I got really into it. I played it like for days straight, and eventually, when I had completed the game, this was like way before even like the first DLCs were even announced. I started modding the game, and I think I was probably one of the first people who did mod the game. And I ended up making like a modding framework that other people would then use to make their own mods for the game. And there's currently, I think the biggest or like most well-known mod for Dredge right now is the Cosmic Horror Fishing Buddies mod, which is like a multiplayer mod for the game, which actually runs on my self-developed like modding framework for Dredge specifically. And there's also like a developer console in the game that unlocks like a free cam mode that you can use to get recordings like the angle that I did for that Be Right Back screen. But I did actually go into the game and record that scene off of my screen. Why is there a box in there? Hold on. There's so many boxes. I need to clear out some of this. I'm probably gonna need some more pallets for all these boxes as well. But what are you? You are a art 50 euro bill. Damn. The collection is slowly filling up. I got half of them. That's pretty neat. I'm just gonna throw all of these boxes back here for now. I'll get a proper container eventually. There's another pallet with gold on it. I said I would use the pallet cart. And then I decided not to for some reason, but that's fine. Is there anything in these boxes? I maybe should have checked that, because I think there might be stuff in some. But not in these. Alright, cool. Let's see, you are another gold bar bag. I don't know how many gold bars I can put onto these pallets. I guess we're gonna find out. The answer is a few. There was a... Hold on. There's just a... You saw that, right? Hold on. Can I not get in there? God damn it. There's a dollar bill in there. Where did you come from? It doesn't have art on it, but... I don't know, that was weird. There's so much gold here. My god. But Benjamin, indeed. Alright, I'm gonna use this and put it over here because I think that's gonna look really cool. Right. These are what I was talking about with the gang markings. They're like different patterns. These are police marked, and these are whatever else marked as indicated by the W. If I put this here, I can just permanently see these markings. Assuming the light doesn't move away. Can I put the light like behind? That is wonky, but it works. It does the job. That's actually really cool. Alright. We have a lot more empty sports bags here. I'm gonna need to take jobs where people want their stuff in sports bags, because I'm gonna suffocate in sports bags. I'm not gonna lie, I just said whatever else, and then the first letter that I saw in this pile of blocks was a W, so I just kind of went with it. That is the only reason. So many sports bags. Alright, there's boxes here. There's vases and things and stuff. There's way too many things here. Oh yeah, and before I forget, there's something up there as well. And I can stand on here and do this, and then I can grab this little pipe. And that is supposedly part of the Piggy launch system, which is this thing up there. I still have no idea what exactly this thing does. At least I have no more idea than, you know, what the name would imply. Pull the lever on the launch panel. And wait for the balloon to fully inflate. What the fuck? How did I miss this in my private playthrough somehow? That is wacky. So now we have a balloon, apparently. That's connected to the piggy bank? I'm very confused. That is a bunch of dirty money. And yes, it is nighttime. So much dirty money. Is it dirty marked? That's the question. Let's find out. I have no idea the dirt's covering it. You know what? Let's wash one batch and find out. It seems unmarked, but you would be surprised. See? That is definitely some markings in there. Now if it was all marked with eyes, that might actually come in useful. Which it does kind of seem to be. Hold on. Yeah, this is all marked with eyes. I can see that. Very proud. That's a good joke. I like that. Alright. I guess these aren't entirely useless then, at least. I'm just gonna chuck them in the general direction of my... Oh, did I knock out? I knocked over money bags. God damn it. I am making sure to keep them closed, don't worry. My brain may be small, but I did have that learning experience last time. Or whenever that was. I already forgot. My brain was too small to keep track. Thank you. Yeah. Throwing open boxes. It is fun to watch for like 7 seconds before you realize you also have to clean it up. And that it possibly just messed up everything you were working on. But those 7 seconds though. Ran a cart through open boxes? Oh god. That's why I ended up using the 2XL boxes for storage. Because you just really have to try if you want to knock those over. And I don't think pallets can be knocked over at all, but I don't actually know. I have been very curious what this would show if you like put together the art, but I don't have the patience or the brain power for that right now. That all looks eye marked, which is neat. All right. Let's see what else we have over here. We have a bunch of unsorted. I should get my shopping cart. You don't have the mental energy to write an email? I get that. Some emails just do be like that. Let's see. There's also a few bundles here. No idea what those are. That is so much. Doesn't even all fit into one shopping cart. All right, let's take a sample. No marks. By the looks of it, that's promising. Oh yeah, I can start up another batch of washing. These do look pretty clean. Not seeing any marks in any obvious spots. Which is very neat. Scan? What do you mean by scan? Oh, like the scanner app. It doesn't actually show me if they're marked. That was a thing specifically for that one mission I had. Wait, you can scan for specials? Is that a thing? Well, if it is, there's nothing in here. Scanning worked before for marked bills because I had a mission that specifically wanted marked bills, and it would show me whether that condition was met. But the default scanner doesn't tell you whether they're marked or not. God damn it. Where are you going? I don't think I've scanned a collectible bill before, but I didn't see anything show up in that scan, so I guess we can scan these, see if there's anything in here. Nothing in here, nothing in here, by the looks of it. Scanning for marked bills. I mean, I guess I kind of see why it's not in there. But maybe it could be solved as like an upgrade you could buy for the scanner that would let you detect marked bills or counterfeit bills. I don't actually know if it does counterfeit right now. I don't think it does. Alright, I'm gonna start up this. Actually, I have counterfeit bills right here. I can just check. No, it doesn't tell you if it's counterfeit. Alright, and I think that's just one more box. There we go. Oh god. I messed up my stack. It's fine. I'm probably gonna have to relocate a bunch of that anyway, because there's so many boxes in the warehouse. I'm also gonna need to order some more. That's not the right... Some more bill straps. I'm just gonna buy enough to be eternally good. Maybe, hopefully. Oh god. That almost went in the wrong sorter. Alright. No, this isn't done yet. I still have to put this in. There we go. Oh god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. Am I? 50! There you are. Fucker thought he could hide from me. Now I have... Would a shoot work on collecting the orders? I have no idea, actually. I've never tried that. I don't think I've ever bought a shoot in this game. Oh, that's an email about a Steam sale. Very cool. Alright, and I have to move all of this somehow into my whatever else marked. You know what, I'm gonna sort out this first. God damn it. There you go. That is a lot of clean money. I could probably start bundling these. Alright. What do you mean? Like how I'm doing this? Cause that's also something I discovered somewhat recently. If you hold something in your hand... Oh yeah, what was this one? That was just a clean 100. If you hold something in your hand, you can press X to put it in your inventory. And if you have bill straps in your inventory, and you hold a stack, you can press R while holding that stack to get like an interaction menu and select items that can interact with it from within your inventory. Extremely useful. And at this point, I couldn't imagine playing this game without it. Alright, so these should all be good and clean bundles, and these should all be 10s. My god. That is a lot of bundles. Alright. And one more 1,000 bundle. And just to make sure, I'm gonna That's 24,000, that's 40,000, that's 100,000, that's 210,000. That all checks out. So there's no like incomplete bundles or bundles with incorrect currencies or bills or anything like that. And that's what I wanted to confirm. All right. And now we get to shovel all of this. I think it can take 4 stacks like that before it... Nope, never mind, it takes 5. Yeah, 5 stacks like that before it starts dumping through. Alright. And this all goes into the... whatever else marked money. That is a lot of money. Also, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but there's some really strange sound outside my window right now. I think it's like some kind of power tool, but I don't know. All right. There we go. That's probably a good thing. More money for the W box. Yeah, but that music is in the game. That comes from here. From this little radio thing. Now it's off. Alright. We have a bunch more bundles in here. I have no idea what these are. So I'm gonna open them up. These are just like assorted bills, but I guess they're fine. Yeah, they don't seem marked. I should probably just take all the dollar ones first. And just sort them out that way. And this is euros. This is yen. This is dollars. Euros. And more dollars. Alright. They're not even... It doesn't matter. They're not sorted per currency. I can just put all these in. Actually, you know what? If I'm gonna be doing that, I'm gonna sort for stuff that only has 3 denominations first. Because that way I don't have to deal with the 10s being separate. Hey Dolphin, welcome to the stream. Good to see you around. I hope you're doing well. Oh my god, they're marked. See, I don't have the money for that right now. That is my problem. But these are marked, and I hate that. I'm gonna give myself carpal tunnel. God damn it. I think the rest of these is unmarked. God, I hate this. Yeah, so these are gang marked. And these are unmarked. Do I bother? Do I even bother sorting these out? Or do I just... I'm just gonna put them in here. I cannot be bothered. What do you mean double bin them? I mean, I could, but I don't have the patience for that right now. Because I'm gonna have to go through, like, doing just one stack of 100 bills takes me like a few minutes. And this is like tons and tons of bills, and I just cannot be bothered. I'm just gonna throw all this away. It doesn't matter. I don't need the money. Well, if I bin them all as marked, then I'm gonna have clean bills in my marked container. Which is also not good in case someone wants marked bills. I also don't know if they're all gang marked or if they're all police, or if there's like police marked ones that snuck in there. There's too many unknowns and I don't have the patience to figure it out. Also, Dolphin, sorry for not responding. Oh god. I hate this. I'm already starting to not have a good time. Spy Kids. I think I watched that movie once and I was very little. And I also have very little recollection of it. It's not aligned. This is gonna upset me, but it's fine. It's alright. At least these are aligned with each other. It's better than nothing. And then we do the same with the euros. And then try not to knock them around with the shopping cart anymore in the future. And this also somehow got knocked over. Alright. So this is all good. Let's see what there's left to deal with over here. There's a bunch of pellets. These things apparently I can't interact with. And then there's just the briefcases apparently. But yeah, I'm gonna start moving these. I probably should use the pallet cart. It's almost like it was specifically made for the purpose of moving pallets at a faster than crawling pace. If he's in a movie, he cannot lose a fight. I haven't heard of that, but that does kind of check out, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm also not really much of a movie nut. So I can't really say I care too much. Alright, statues sorted beautifully. So now we have a bunch of gold, we have vases and statues. I do kind of want the... I hope the vases can't break. You know what? Let's test something. These are very sturdy vases. He has to die in the end to show the audience that crime doesn't pay. That is a very good clause, I can respect that. Alright, I'm gonna pump up these. And I'm gonna see if I can... Right, I have a vase here. That I can throw on here. I think I remember having a statue as well. Yes, the golden one. Alright. This is different types of jewelry. These are empty, so I can just close them. And then I have my whole coin collection here. Actually, you know what? I haven't had a use for these until now, but they do seem to have some pretty high capacity. So this is where my coins are gonna go. Oh god. My computer really doesn't like the coins. Also, I'm really appreciating the wholesome actor talk in chat right now. I'm learning things. Alright. The coins are just gonna go here, I guess. I'm gonna move all my... I had a request for golden statues in a backpack early on. You just randomly get them in some missions sometimes. And you gotta save them up for the missions that want them. As far as I know. I'm gonna keep these closed. Alright. Right, jewelry. I might actually need to buy some more pallets. Also, what are you doing here? I'm starting to feel a little bad for not knowing actor names. I'm gonna buy 2 wooden pallets. And so I can use the 2 different types of jewelry. If you enjoy resource management and like sorting stuff out, basically, actually, you know what? Here's a good example. If you like numbers and you're the type of person who sorts their chests in Minecraft, you're going to enjoy this game. That is my recommendation. I am very much the person who sorts their chests in Minecraft. And I also like numbers. And I ended up playing this game for like 10 hours straight on one day. And so much for that. God, these fucking pallets are heavy as shit. I think this little trolley thing can only carry 1 at a time, like safely. But who needs safely when you can be unsafe? Oh god, everything's falling apart immediately as I say that. There we go. I am a genius. I am incredible. Risk it for the biscuit, that's exactly my motto. I have no idea how heavy those pallets are in real life. I think it's mostly just like a gameplay thing. That they want the wooden pallets to be really bad so that there's a reason to buy plastic pallets. There we go. That's the big jewelry. You go in there. And then we got the little jewelry. Which goes on here. There we go. Very neat. Oh damn, we have a local expert in chat. That's actually pretty cool. I'm gonna throw this up here. Or just put it up there so that it doesn't stick over and look ugly. It's really funny that you asked that because Mivi also asked that earlier. Sadly, I don't think you can. I could have sworn I saw a forklift on like some piece of promotional art. I don't know if there's like plans of getting one into the game. I remember in the very first stream that I did of this game, I talked about how I thought that this garage door would be something that a forklift would be coming through. That would be pretty funny. I mean, that is basically what this is. You just get money bills, you sort them, you organize them, occasionally you clean them, and then you send them out in the right amounts, in the right containers to the people that want them. I mean, it's kind of a similar thing to truckers playing Euro Truck. Yeah, exactly. That's just what I was saying. It's a thing. Probably a good thing if you can relax doing something that is basically your job. Alright, I think we've sorted out most of what I want to sort out for now. There's still fuck tons of boxes, but I cannot be bothered with those right now. So instead, we're gonna take a little look at these very mysterious briefcases. I've looked at one of them in my private save file, and I found them to be very interesting. Secret files. FDI classified. Project Digital Era. Objective: full elimination of cash circulation and transition to a centralized digital financial system under government oversight. Implementation stages: discrediting cash, public campaigns linking cash to crime, tax evasion, terrorism, high-profile case against Black Lotus as a precedent, promotion of digital currency benefits. 2. Unified digital currency, CFR, centralized state-controlled financial registry, mandatory digital identification tied to financial assets. 3. Elimination of cash, confiscation of reserves, nationalization of unauthorized material assets, final strike operation targeting illicit cash holders. 4. Control and sanctions, financial penalties for non-compliance, social credit system restricting access to funds and services, predictive monitoring to preempt financial threats. Final outcome: total government control over capital flow, elimination of anonymous transactions, and neutralization of financial autonomy for dissident and criminal entities. It is really funny how whimsical everything here is, and then you read these files, and that's probably what you're currently doing as the player character. You're playing a part in this plan by sorting cash for criminals, which I believe is actually one of the main, plot points for the story. So that is the one file that I read in my private save file. I don't know if these actually have anything different in them. Yes, they do. Report: Black Lotus. Black Lotus Syndicate poses a threat to government control through illicit financial operations, cybercrime, and infiltration of state structures. The organization's leader, Elu Christopher Morgan, known alias Spectator, formerly engaged in civil activism, has transitioned to radical methods, including coordinating cyber attacks and financing destabilizing operations. The syndicate employs encrypted financial networks and money laundering systems while maintaining connections with corrupt officials. Its involvement in blackmail, sabotage, and the elimination of proponents of stricter financial control is well documented. Action: cleaning the activities of Black Lotus constitute a significant threat to national security. They must be stopped at any cost. That's actually a good question. I'm not familiar enough with the lore. I haven't read many of my messages lately. But I do have a lot of messages from Spectator, who is the head of Black Lotus, as we just learned. I maybe should have read through some of these. I mean, I'd be surprised if they weren't already working on it, considering how much coverage this game has gotten recently. But I'm sure it's also easier to understand if you actually follow the text instead of skipping through it like I did, because I got upset with the marked money. But yeah, let's see what the last file is. Dossier 458K. Classified access law redacted. Full name Briggs Kyle E. Codename Cody. Position agent, field status unknown. Mission: sabotage the organization, gather intelligence, and neutralize key threats. Operational summary: successfully infiltrated Black Lotus, gaining trusted status, established an informant network within the syndicate, verified the existence of Black Lotus' shadow economy and its threat to national security, suspected of being a double agent after an intelligence breach, last known location, a covert Black Lotus base under surveillance. Concerns: termination of contact during deployment, possible psychological pressure after affecting his allegiance, risk of defection or intelligence leaks. Recommendations: upon re-establishing contact, verify loyalty to or take necessary action. Leverage his past to ensure compliance. If defection is confirmed, initiate contingency plan redacted. I believe this is the player character. We know from dialogue with Panther, who seems to be like a police. Yeah. We used to be partners, FDI special agents, but not long ago you went dark, and so on and so forth. So we have two choices, basically, I believe, because there's two different people giving us two different instructions. Spectator is telling me to set up this piggy bank launch machine. Panther is telling me to set up the mortar to destroy the piggy bank. So I think we're gonna end up having to choose a side, whether we want to support the government in eradicating cash or siding with the syndicate to keep cash around. Always a big fan of the previous cop turns to the thing they were fighting against because they became so knowledgeable. That is basically what this would be. Also, I don't think I can put these files back in. I'm gonna need to find a neat... what did I just say? I'm gonna have to find a neat place for these. Actually, I'm gonna put them in my relaxation corner, because obviously classified secret files are perfect for a little relaxing read in the evening before bed. Alright. Like, knowing all the ways you can get caught makes you very knowledgeable in all the ways not to get caught. That is very true. Alright, I'm gonna sort these cases into the shelf. And then we're gonna take another little ad break, since Twitch is telling me that's coming up. Alright. And maybe I can sort some of these up here as well, because there's just so many sports bags. It's crazy. Oh god. Everything is a game that exists in the world and has to be stored. Yeah. That is... It is a blessing and a curse. It is really fun. But... what I did... Okay, let me show you something. Like these. If you have a ton of bills like this, you might think storing these on a pallet would look really cool. And it does. It looks really cool. But I did that in my private save file, and it got to the point where I had multiple stacks of these pallets on top of each other for these bills. And that just absolutely trashed performance. I wasn't even recording or streaming, and the game was struggling to load in all the objects for the individual bills, which is why I've opted for this bundling approach again. But yeah, I think we've sorted out basically everything now. Actually, there's one singular $100 bill. And it's a clean one, which is really funny. Alright. I'm gonna take a short break. I'm gonna run some ads on Twitch. And we'll be back in 3 to 5 minutes. And I'll see you guys then. And we're back indeed. I wonder how you could guess that that would be the case now. Alright. Chess pieces on the ground. I have no idea if these actually mean anything. Or if they're just there because someone on the dev team likes chess. Which honestly I could very much imagine being the case. I don't know chess well enough to have any stance on what this could mean, but you know, maybe there's some meaning out there. All right. I was just back in here and we determined that I was done. Let's just not look in that corner. That would probably help. Life hacker wants 200 objects. A folder with documents compromising the government. Oh, so this is... I could have just read the next missions. This is where I have to make the choice. And he wants 100 banknotes marked by the police. Could you give me a general rundown? You know what? We can do that pretty easily. I'm just gonna take a normal job. This is the darknet, where you pick out the jobs that you want. They tell you what exactly they want. They want $60,000 in a suitcase, in any dollar bills, and they want specifically the money to be dry. So then you press accept, and you get a delivery from somewhere. This is gonna be risky because these might be trapped, but this one's not. And there's gonna be cash in here. Which, in this case, I'm gonna dry. There's also... Who the fuck put dice and keyboard keys in here? So yeah, that sometimes happens and you have to sort out some stuff, like trash. Before you can actually get to the goods. We dry the money, collect the rest of the trash, to throw it away. Oh god. Okay, last time this was actually a visual glitch and there were no markings on the money, so maybe this is just wrong. Again, we'll see. And then, when you have all the money in a proper state, you can put it into these machines, where you can sort them by currency and denomination and put them into proper stacks. Then you can move those to your storage or whatever you have, and then from your storage you can take the money, put it in the right combinations that the customers want, and send them out through this way to complete your missions, which gives you this cryptocurrency that you can use to buy more stuff, more equipment and such. That's the general flow of the game. Also, I'm gonna throw this over here. God damn, that was a weird throw. Alright. This all goes in here. And there's a lot of bundles. But it does seem to be all US dollars, which is convenient. Alright, I think that's all that can fit into the machine. And there's a random $50 bill. Shopping carts here. And this is still configured to euros. I want to set that to dollars. 150, 20, let's go. And there it goes. And in the meantime, I just want to make sure Because there's a difference between case and suitcase is the one that I actually don't have. That's the wrong app. So I'm gonna have to... I don't know why I clicked out of the app. I'm gonna have to buy one of these. And there we go, that's a full stack of 20s. That's a full stack of 50s. And that's a full stack of 100s. And right now, this is pretty, like, far advanced into the game. This is the most advanced sorting, like, money counter machine that you can get as of right now. Which is why this probably looks a lot less... It is shooting out bills because these match none of these filters. This is set to $100 bills, this is set to $50 bills, this is set to $20 bills, and it's shooting out the ones that are none of these, which is the $10 bills. Have you seen marked bills coming out of the wrapped stacks? No? Oh, you mean like when taking missions? Like if when a mission gives you bundles, whether that can be marked. That does happen, sadly. The only safeguard you have, the only way you can know for sure that there's no marked money in a delivery you're getting is if it's not a story mission, because story missions can always have marked bills. And if the requirements for the mission don't mention counterfeit or marked bills. I was taking missions that only talked about counterfeit because I thought that would keep me safe from marked bills. And it did not. There were still marked bills mixed into counterfeit ones. Alright. 100s, 50s, 20s. I can sort these into my stash. All of these... Actually, I can just sort these out here for now. And there we go. And this is the $10 that I can make into bundles just like that. And there we go. And this is just 71, that's not a full bundle, so these go into the stash. Then I'm gonna put all of these from my inventory out here. Put them all into one. And then we sort these onto the pallets. There we go. And the suitcase should have arrived in the meantime. And that means I need $60,000. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 10,000. $20,000. 30,000. 40,000, 50,000, 60,000. Alright. And now to confirm, scanner app, 100% provided money, Perfect. And off it goes. And that's my mission complete. Exact money value, single delivery. No marked money, no fake money, and perfect packs. The scanner tells you if you have an open delivery, it tells you if you've met all the criteria for it. Yes, it does do that. This late in the game, the main complexity is probably all the marked bills, because there's different types of markings. These are gang markings, which are different from these police markings, which are different from these whatever else markings that I don't actually know the canonical name of. If you can't see open deliveries on the right, you probably have them in your task tracker, and it's just not selected. You can click one here and then select for delivery, I think the button's called, and then you should see it on the right. Alright, I'm gonna continue with some story missions, I think. Specifically, oh, there is a yen mission though. I do kind of want a yen mission in a backpack. In a large box. I do kind of want to build up some yen bases, so... There's fucking coins in there. Also, I'm very glad I got you in the mood for this game. Funnily enough, I think you're like the... fourth person that I've gotten into this game just through my streams, which makes me kind of happy. Oh my god, shopping cart. And there we go. Let's see if this is even enough to cover for what the mission wants. Actually, the Viscera cleanup detail comparison is extremely accurate. Alright, that's 500,000. I need a lot more than that. That's 100,000. That's 1 million. Another million. Another 500,000. And that's that. Okay, I'm gonna sort out the rest of the... Did I lose one behind the counter? Maybe, that's fine. But yeah, Viscera Cleanup Detail is actually a game that I've kind of been thinking about potentially playing on stream as well. Oh, I just barely don't get another million bundle. I just barely don't get any new bundles. That's really sad. You could have 4 single swords in front of each other. Yes, that is absolutely a possibility and is something that many players do. I personally haven't bothered, but it is something you could do if you were so inclined. Alright, 1,000, 5,000, 10,000. And I'm gonna have to give away most of that. And I'm gonna use a dirty backpack because I can. So this is 1 million, 2 million, 3 million. I've gained almost nothing from that, but that's fine. It's very different. Most of them give you extra. There are some that give you less, specifically story missions tend to do that. But most give you extra. And yes, you can make a money slip inside. And it is very cool. All seeing 9 million yen. 5,000 euros. Oh god, that's marked money. Folder with documents. Oh yeah. If you like sorting and you like numbers, this game is gonna absolutely devour your attention. I'm gonna take the life hacker mission. Did you see that shit? What shit? That was epic heist of the century. I think it went even better. Now what? Now we have everything. Oh, this is... Okay, I wasn't following the story for a while. They stole the whole fucking vault and that's what they dropped on me. Yeah, it is a really good game. And it just kind of devours your time as well. Oh look, I have coins. I'm gonna put those in my coin stash because I have that now. Oh god, it's dark. Here's my coin stash. And here's another bag that can act as a stash for something eventually. $70,000 fake money. I'm curious how much I have. Let's see, area scan. 41,000 euros. $374,000. And a whopping 100,000 yen. Oh, the crypto. Okay, I haven't gotten 70,000 crypto. That's quite a bit. Where's my... There it is. I couldn't see the case on the floor. But yeah, it does tend to be a thing where you just kind of idle around. 200 gold ingots on a pallet. Where's my pallet mover thingy? There it is. Exactly where I left it. Sick grind. Alright. I have no idea how much gold is on these. And I don't think my scanner tells me. No, it does not. So I think I might actually have to... Oh, I have to do this manually? Hold on, how many... Yeah, my character is God. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So one full hand is 15. That is good to know. 15 hold gold bars is how much my player can hold, apparently. Alright, so 15. 30. 45. 60. 75. 90. 105. 120. Wait, that's not a full hand. 135. And that's not a full hand. So that's 135. 150. Well, that doesn't even all fit onto one pallet. That's interesting. So that's 150, 165, 180, 195, and then I need exactly 5 from here. So that should be exactly 200, and these go back onto the storage. $145 goes on a pallet. 3,600 pounds. I only use metric, so I have very little reference of how much that actually is. But I think pounds to kilos is like divide by 2.5 or something. It does say 1,000 grams. So these are like a kilogram each. Yeah, that's... I've just been lifting a lot. What can I say? A 1 kilogram gold bar would be incredibly small. Well, maybe they're like... Maybe they're chocolate filled. Maybe that's what's going on. Alright, so we know this is a full pallet. I'm gonna order another pallet. And since I'm definitely gonna need that. I don't think there's fake gold ingots. That was Minecraft brain coming through. Alright, so this should give us a status update. $145. So Kakar, your math was right. Very cool. I'm gonna go over here. And pick up this pallet. 145 to a pallet and 15 to a handful. Yeah. I mean, the unit conversion, like weird unit conversions is kind of what this game is all about. With the currencies and stuff. Alright, so I should have... So that's 145. 160. 175. 190. And then I should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's exactly right. And there we go. And off you go. And then they want 100 banknotes marked by the police. I don't know if I have 100. I do have 100, thank God. So that should be exactly 100 marked by the police. I'm gonna use my scanner. 100 bills, police marked, perfect. And folder with documents compromising the government. Wait, does it say how much? 100% provided money. Yes. Alright. See, my labeling with the P has paid off. Assuming the gold bars are marked correctly and are actually only 1 kilogram apiece, you just gave away the equivalent of around $21 million. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna have much use for them in here, to be fair. And I've been giving away money. It's literally my job here to give away money, which is kinda wonky. If they're not in their low end of actual gold bars, 200 gold bars would be equivalent to 237 million. That is a significant difference. But alright. This is the kind of game theory we need more of. Alright, what's Lifehacker texting me? Hold on. Found something, didn't you? Now it's up to you to decide whose side you're on, bro. Here's the truth about what happened back then. When we first tried to steal the vault, there was another guy on our team. He suspected you were a plant I already knew. You were like a brother to me and I'd take care of my brothers, so I took care of him. I let you find him, and before you could do anything else, I knocked you out cold. So you had to make it look like a fight, like you killed Pushok. Because this way, you were just a killer, and better a killer than a cop. I did it because you were my brother. Please don't prove me wrong, because now it's time for you to decide who you are. Alright. Hold on, I have to catch up on chat. If they're on the heaviest side of actual bars, it would be over 300 million. And those pallets would weigh a total of 2,800 kilograms. That's a lot. But I have just been lifting. It's what I do. Alright. Hold on. Can I push a button here? Collect 1 million in the piggy bank first. Alright. And I'm guessing if I do the other story mission, I'm also just gonna unlock the option to use this one instead. But this doesn't have a fancy display, so I don't know if it actually just opens the option or if it makes me use it immediately. So for now, I might just... I only have 100,000 in here. I'm just gonna have to grind out some more. and save up some more money. Let's see. A heavy set of pickup trucks. I pick up the pickup trucks as a warm-up routine. 3 golden statues in a case. I have golden statues, I can do that. You don't give me any deliveries, but that's fine. Golden statues. I have 4 of them actually. They have no business actually fitting into these cases so perfectly. That is crazy. I'm just imagining your character just bench pressing a Chevy. Hell yeah. Of course. Alright. Do I do this? Do I do the marked money? Or do I just keep this in case the marked automation comes around sooner rather than later? I think I'm gonna do that, and I'm just gonna... Oh no, counterfeit bills, that means there could be marked stuff in there. Small box, any dollar bills, that's actually perfect. And it's sport bags. Oh my god. That is a lot of bills, and a bunch of bundles as well. Oh, come on. Alright, you go there then. I think for the sake of the meme, people say build different. Also, I'm gonna have to extract this here because of exactly that, and then money, not money, but trash bounces around everywhere. I didn't know that happened. I'm built incorrectly. Don't be hard on yourself. Oh, this is a visual glitch. If I close this and open it... Well, so much for visual glitch. Games have made me believe that being a criminal is actually really fun. Yeah, this is a thing that happens with containers for some reason. I don't know why. I'm sure the devs are on it. It seems to be a pretty known glitch. Also, you're all beautiful people here in chat. You're built beautifully. I feel like if all the jobs in the criminal were cash cleaners, gotta be the most fun. I mean, if I got paid like a few $100,000 to just stick money in a washing machine, I would be all over that. You betcha. Unless you're talking about like actual laundering, to which I'm legally not allowed to have an opinion about. And just match my currently yearly income and add like a 20% bonus. Fair enough. I wouldn't mind some extra though. Oh, you know what? You know what I should do? Hold on, I gotta figure out where these land. Maybe I shouldn't put them on top of things. Alright, right about here. It's probably fine. Let's see. Okay, it's a bit wonky. It's a bit very wonky. It would probably be better if I had something like to put... Hold on. Hold on. No, that's way too tall. If I put this here, it launches over. God damn it. Okay, hold on. Plan. I am a genius. And then this launches into the current. Oh, it's beautiful. They cower at the pure intellect of laziness. Indeed, they do. It's incredible. This is incredibly stupid, and I absolutely love that it works. What's up with these? It just decided not to want to go in for some reason. Yeah, and this all... If it's stupid and it works, it's not stupid, exactly. I'm gonna have to get another one of these to like put under this, so then I can immediately filter out the euros as well. And that be my money sorting. Yeah, exactly. And then you just put everything into one spot and everything after that sorts itself out. That would be sick. Maybe we'll get to that point at some point. That would be really cool. Are we done with... That is some real redneck engineering. Are we done with stuff? Everything's done? Hundreds, 20s... Hundreds, 50s, 20s, and 10s. And there we go. Alright. I'm gonna set up in-game as 4 of them, an initial type sorter, then 1 for each currency. That makes sense, actually. That makes a lot of sense. Alright, and now I change this to euros. And start this up. Meanwhile, I sort out these. Or are you... Was that it? Are you done? That was way too fast. 10s, 50s, 100s, 20s. Alright. 10s, 20s, 50s, oops, and 100s. Very cool. Alright. I could probably make some new bundles out of that as well, but it's fine. Alright, and you want a small box. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take this small box. 55,000. I'm gonna give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 10,000. 20,000, 30,000. 40,000, 50,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 55,000 in a small box. 100% provided money. Perfect. Yeet. And somehow I've ended up with 2 more sports bags that I'm never gonna have the opportunity to use because I already have so many. This stuff still has like visually stuff in it, but I'm sure it'll disappear if I reload the game. Alright. I do probably want to invest in an initial type sorter first. And then I can build like a whole setup here. That would be really cool. Alright. Let's see. 5,000 euros. Any Euroballs, containers dry. In a backpack. Okay, 5,000 euros and 100 Euroballs is mean because that locks you out of the perfect bundles bonus. So I'm just gonna take this one. And it's a large box and it's just wet. And there's jewelry, which is really cool. I'm gonna dry you guys. Take the jewelry to the back. And there you go. Be back just in time for the cleaning to finish. Oh, it's still going. That's fine. Large. I don't have any storage space for large boxes. I just realized. That's fine. I'll just dump them here. That necklace is indeed a statement piece. I'm just walking in the warehouse. Behold my things. That is absolutely true. And I love it. I technically still... Can I... Alright. You're set to euros, so we should be good. 100s, 50s, 20s. Alright. And you go on 5,000. In a case that is dry. That should be that. Yep. Very neat. Next order. 40,000 in a box, any dollar bills. Alright. Oh god, more sports bags. And there's trash in here. Of course there's trash in here. To see a deal. This is a suitcase with one bundle of money in it. Yeah. Well, that's what they wanted. I'm sorry. Well, I'm not sorry because it's what they wanted. Alright, I'm gonna change you back to dollars. There you go. You don't. Unless it explicitly says that it wants the bills wrapped in blocks in plastic. Fuck this, I'm just gonna grab these bills individually and then figure out the trash later. What's done? This is done. I do have so many sports bags indeed. No, you can't sell anything in this game, which I'm sure... Oh god, my thing is No! My ingenious indestructible setup was destructed. Destructed? It's not even a word. You can burn them. And I would if I wasn't so bad at destroying resources in games where it's like you could use this. Well, the 2XL box is too big. And see, that makes sense. But I'm the type to hoard resources in games like these. I would rather buy like 10 pallets and sort everything. Right, you can put these on pallets like this. That does work, and then you just like snap into place. They do that. I'm gonna start you up as well. I'm seeing we have some very different types of players in the chat right now. That's actually pretty interesting to see. Mivi, thank you for the follow. Thank you very much. And there's the email notification that I got a new follower. Thank you again. I still haven't dealt with that. Just really interesting. But I keep forgetting. The spaces to look neat and clean. That's fair. And I get that. But part of me really likes the like crowded look of some things. Yeah, that's true. That is very true. Ad is about to start. 10, 20, 50, 100. There's definitely games that let you do both, yeah. Alright, I'm curious. If I drop one, it drops from the right stack. Alright. 20, 100, 50, 20, 10, 10, 100, 10, 10. Satisfactory is a good one. I have yet to play Satisfactory. I own the game. I know I have the game. I just haven't actually managed to play it. Also, I'm gonna... try and see if this works. Because now I'm curious. That is not what I meant to do. Alright, I'm gonna grab a bunch of 10s. And we're gonna see if this works. Barely. It's barely too short. Maybe if I move it a bit further away. Let's see. Let's try. That works. That works beautifully. 100% accuracy. With just one box. And there's less of a footprint because it doesn't have the wide, thin box, so there's less of a chance that I'll accidentally run into it and knock everything over. Which is also very important for me, specifically. Also, I'm going to use this opportunity to make some bundles, since I'm already here. Alright. Indeed, the future. Where we align money counters on cardboard boxes, and somehow the money phases through the rabbit ears that I put on my money counter for aerodynamic reasons. Alright. But I think this is gonna be it for today. Today's stream has already been 3 hours. I've been having a good time, but I had a whole day of work and I'm getting a little exhausted, so I'm gonna call it here. Thank you to everyone who tuned into the stream. Thank you, Cacao. Thank you, Dolphin. Thank you, Mimi, for joining the crew. And I don't know when I'll stream next. I'm probably not going to stream tomorrow because I have an appointment. But after that, I have Thursday and Friday off, and then the weekend. So we'll see what happens. Either way, I hope to see you guys again in a stream very soon. Thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you then. Until then, bye bye.